Alright, what is going on, guys? Teaky here, doing my introduction commentary as a Vault member for the first time. You know, some of you guys may know me. I used to be a commentator over on AMP back with the same bunch of guys who are now here at Vault. So for those of you guys who remember me, hello again. But anyway, the gameplay you guys are going to be watching today is a 248-10 double nuclear with the Scorpion using this advanced warfare camo that's just come out. Don't ask me about anything to do with this new advanced warfare game. I haven't even seen the trailer, but the gameplay is by Auxility. His link will be in the description. Go over and check him out. So anyway, let's get into the commentary topic today. So I was contemplating what type of story I would tell you guys today, seeing as it's a long gameplay, and it seemed to me the best course of action would just be to tell a school story, seeing as most of you guys are either still in school or you've just left school, so it's really easy for you guys to relate. And this story takes place back when I was 15, so I was in year 10 at the time, so I don't know what that is in America. You guys have your weird terms like sophomore and freshman and all that. I don't know what that is. I was 15 in year 10. You guys can work that out. So when I was 15, that was quite an eventful year for me. I did a lot of bad things that I regret, and it was quite a downhill year. And I was a real skater punk back then. You know, I used to go to the city with my buddies, and we used to break into warehouses, schools, and, you know, skate the stairs and, you know, build scrap and all that. And we were just living the typical skater punk life back then. So one afternoon, you know, it was one of those beautiful Australian, you know, winter, rainy afternoons after school, and me and my buddies had just gone to this rail that we'd built at a local primary school, and we'd skate there for months on end at this rail, you know, after school, and it was just the best time ever. I love reminiscing about those times, you know, me and my buddies, not a care in the world. And anyway, so there was about 7 of us, and the time had pretty much just flown by. Like, it was now approaching like 8 PM, and the weather had gotten real bad, like, really quickly. Like, there's now thunderstorms pouring down with rain, wind is getting real strong, and I think we decided it was a good idea to go through one of the holes that had been cut into the fence there and go into the actual school itself. So we did that, thinking, you know, well, there's undercovered areas where we won't get wet, you know, there's actual lights there so we can see, so might as well just go in, skate for a couple of hours, and then leave. And after about, you know, 20 minutes of skating, we got real bored. Like, there was nothing to do, nothing to skate there, no stairs or anything. So we ended up, you know, completely just mucking around, like getting on the roofs, you know, jumping around, running around and shit, and just causing a bit of a ruckus. For some reason, we were under the impression that no one could see or hear us, when that was far from the truth. And I remember specifically this helicopter that was hanging around, not at like the normal level that helicopters fly at, like it was a bit lower, and it was right above the school. And I remember seeing it thinking, you know, that's a bit strange, we should probably get out of here. I remember saying that to my friends, and they were like, nah, let's just stay in for a bit, you know, the weather's still pretty bad. And so we did. We stayed in the school, and this helicopter remained just, you know, flying above us. We didn't really think anything of it after that. So about 1 more hour goes by of us just, you know, jumping on the roofs, being real immature, and finally we decide it's time to go. The weather is now good, we can skate home, and as we're walking back towards this hole that we had came in through, we look across the street and we see a paddy wagon sitting there. A police paddy wagon, and we just completely just say shit. And we run back into the school, and at this point, the adrenaline is just sky high. Like, we are freaking out, we're trying to find somewhere to hide, or at least get out another way, splitting up, whatever. And at this point, this helicopter that was previously hovering above us had now come lower, and its searchlight was on. It was the police helicopter, and we just full on freaked out, and we decided, you know, why not, you know, hide in the school. So, as I'm looking for somewhere to hide, I can see the oval, and I see a man with a really powerful light, like a really powerful torch, sprinting across the oval towards the school. And I remember seeing him scale the fence with the barbed wire at the top, and he just completely scaled it so quickly and got into the school, you know, chasing us. And what I decided to do, because we have these types of classrooms called demandables, I don't know if you guys have them wherever you live, they're like classrooms that are raised above the ground, and you can pretty much just get under them. So I thought it was a good idea to hide underneath them. I don't know where my friends went either. Like, I just decided to get under there and, you know, just wait and see what happened. So pretty much, I'm laying there underneath this classroom thinking, you know, my mum's gonna kill me, what's gonna happen to me? And I hear one of my friends call my name, and he says, come out, you know, we haven't done anything wrong. You know, we're not gonna run. And so, you know, I get out, and I see one of my friends. The searchlight is on him, and he's looking up at it, waving to it, as if to say, you know, we're not running, alright? So I get up from under the classroom, and me and my buddies all kind of gather around this area, you know, just waiting for the police to come and actually get us. And the one with the torch, who I saw scaling that fence, you know, runs up to us and he says, "Sit down, boys, what are you doing?" and all that. And, you know, we explain ourselves, you know, it was raining and all that. We had no way of getting home. And he gives us this big lecture about how we wasted all this, you know, helicopter fuel and how we're out of line. And, you know, he was right. Like, he was right, okay? We were immature and we shouldn't have done that, okay? And then this second police officer comes in and, you know, they take our names, they search our bags, because apparently someone who lived nearby had called the police, you know, thinking that the school was being robbed, and then they searched us, you know, in case we actually did, you know, steal stuff from the school. So, you know, because they didn't find anything in our bags, like drugs or stolen goods or whatever, you know, they just told us to hop into the back of the paddy wagon. They were going to take us all home one by one. And I was staying at my mate's house that night, and, you know, we thought they were going to tell our parents and we had to pay a fine and we're just screwed and, you know, whatever. And the police, they didn't. I mean, they just told our parents that we were stuck in the rain and we just needed a lift home. So they didn't actually tell our parents anything about what actually happened that night. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed my good cop story today about how I foolishly broke into a school. Do not do that, kids. Don't do that, all right? That is terrible. I do not condone that type of behavior, and how a great set of cops, you know, came and dealt with us. And I hear stories about police brutality over in the US, and I'm not denying there aren't bad cops here, because there definitely are, but hope you guys have enjoyed my story about how I got given a good cop. But if you did in fact enjoy the gameplay today, remember to go over and check out Exility. His link will be down in the description. And if you enjoyed my commentary today, my link will be down there also. I make videos too. And if you enjoyed the video as a whole today, remember to drop a like rating and subscribe to Vault Clan if you're new around here. And I will see you guys later.